What went wrong at the end of the game, Larry, on that last series?
Just didn't find a way to stop the run. So, that was it.
Whatever those details were that were preventing you from doing so, how important are they to get right in this game going up against the Browns, knowing them the way that you do?
Extremely important. It's something that we got to sew up. So, we watched the film yesterday personally, but I know all the guys took the time to reflect and, we're ready for the next challenge.
Do you find that they're attacking defenses similarly, even though Baker isn't there right now, especially with the run?
Yeah, they definitely have, you got a back in Chubb and Kareem, so, they're definitely going to try to earn the earnest. So, they're definitely trying to make it apparent that they want to run the football.
Larry, you play with them and against them. What makes them so good at running the football?
I think their backs, they have a really solid O-line. And, they got three really special backs, Chubb, Dearness, and Kareem. So, you got to respect them in that aspect.
Larry, it looked like after the game when you were in the locker room, you were just kind of sitting in front of your locker for a while, kind of staring off into the distance. What were you kind of thinking about after the game? What were you going through?
You never let a win get to your head. You never let a loss get to your heart, So just reflecting on how to be better, how to, make more splash plays, how to make, the impact that you want to make in the game. So, reflecting on those things, you take it with a grain of salt. And, you move forward because, we got a short week, so we got to focus on the next challenge.
Larry, it seemed like they were able to stretch you out on the run there, especially on that last drive, and get outside of the tackles. How do you stop that?
We just got to find a way to stop it. We got to find a way to, correct edges, make plays from the backside. It takes all 11 of us. It's not just one person. It's all of us on the field, kind of being cohesive and find a way to make a play.
Larry, it looked like you were in almost like a 4-3 end at some snaps.
Yeah.
That kind of that moved
you? I did a little bit last year in Cincinnati, but, just trying to find ways, stop the run and, give them different looks. I think is really important.
Do you feel like it was solid schematically, the plan that they came up with?
You talking about the Patriots?
No, you guys.
Yeah, I think it was solid, but you got to understand just the course of the game. They understood that a first down would, seal it for them. So, they played that way. They attacked, edges and try to find a way to get the backs in space to, get that extra yardage because they understood that if we get to a certain point in the field, we can just take a knee and, drain the clock out. So.
All that different stuff you guys were doing up front in the first game without TJ. Did you guys practice that a lot last week? How tough was it to adjust to some of these different roles?
I think we found a way to, get it done and, different things. I mean, like I said, TJ's irreplaceable. So, you got to find a way to just each player, each man, just find a way to step up and, make plays when they need to be made.
What was the mood of the team yesterday in the locker room? Different than other losing locker rooms you've been in, or are they all kind of the same?
Like I said, nobody ever wants to lose.
Yeah.
You never, work, week in and week out, take a loss. But it is, that's the nature of the business, nature of the game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But, you look at the drawing board and you figure out the best way to, bounce back. So
Brissett running the team instead of Baker, is their passing game much different, or is it similar to what you've seen?
I think there's similar tendencies, but, Brissett, he's a bigger quarterback. He has the ability to run. So, you just got to find ways to corral him and, make him sit in the pocket.
Larry, what kind of environment are you expecting night game, Steelers Browns included?
Should be fun. I've been in a couple of them, so I'm excited for it.
How easy or how difficult is it to shake off the lost Sunday and get ready for a short week?
You don't have a choice. You just don't have a choice. You play 2 games in 4 days, so it's kind of like you have to shake it off, or you're going to get beat again. So I think the biggest thing is just to once again look at the film, correct what needs to be corrected, and move forward.
That last Thursday night Cleveland-Pittsburgh game, you were on the other side. It was kind of a loud night, right?
Yeah, but I don't expect anything like that to happen. So like I said, I'm just excited, for the next opportunity, the next challenge. I look forward to it.
Your position room's veteran, but DeMarvin's, other than DeMarvin, you guys are all big veterans. Does he fit in and
Definitely, he's he's fitting in well. He's transitioning really well. He plays with a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. So I'm excited for him.
You guys asked him to move around a lot. Was that you find that unusual for a rookie to come in and play as many different spots as he did?
Well, I think I'm not mistaken. He played end in college, so and then he kind of transitioned. And 3-4 is a little different when you have big end, you have a nose, you have another big end. So being able to move around and play different spots is it's a testament to him as a player. So
you mentioned the mood in the locker room after the game. What's the mood for you guys coming into this game? Just with the intriguing fact that you're playing, your second division opponent in just 3 weeks here.
You understand the task at hand. You understand how important division games are. They count for 2. So for me personally, I just, like I said, understand the challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Larry, I think one of the things that the returning guys along the defensive front talked about last year to make the run defense better was don't get into playing hero ball. Don't try to get out of your gaps. Don't try to do too much and make up for another guy. Was that at all an issue on that last drive, or was it just more a matter of winning matchups and getting off blocks and so forth?
Like I said, I think they just understood the nature. I mean, that's the Belichick team. So, you know, once again, they're well coached, and you understand that they understood the situation they were in. You know, they get a first down, they win the game. You know, and I feel like just play to those strengths. You know, get the ball on the edge, get as much yards as you can. You know, hopefully maybe you pop a big run, and they did. So.
Larry, we've asked you the emotion of playing Cincinnati. How about going back and playing Cleveland?
Like I said, I can't wait. I'm excited.
Larry, is there a level of frustration? I mean, you guys held them to 17 points. 7 of that came on a short field. How do you deal with, just not getting enough points on the other side?
You just deal with it. You know, I've been in this league now for going on my 6th year, and I understand that you play complimentary football. You know, sometimes the offense will be good or up. Sometimes the defense will be up or good. I think we just have to play with each other, special teams, the same way. I think everybody has a role. Everybody plays a role in wins and losses and all that kind of thing. But there's never any finger pointing. You know, it takes a team. You know, win, lose, or draw, it takes a team. And that's the mentality I feel like we have here. Obviously, I'm new, but I just understand that, you know, we're in this thing together. And I'm excited for the next step.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
What is missing, and is frustration at all creeping in for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, right? It's always frustrating when you're not playing the way you want to be playing, but I don't know what's missing, man. It just hasn't been clicking the last couple weeks offensively for us, and it's our job to get it right.
How do you describe what you've seen from Mitch Trubisky in terms of his leadership?
Mitch is awesome, man. He controls the huddle, and he's always the same guy, which I appreciate. The ups and downs of this league in this game, for him to be the same consistent guy every day, I think is huge, and that's the kind of leadership we need from him.
Tomlin talked about just trying to have patience at this point, but how hard is it to have patience when it's been 2 weeks and it seems like some of the same problems are still there?
Yeah, I think patience is part of it. You're not always going to play your best game all the time, but it starts to come to a point where there has to be a sense of urgency to correct the wrongs.
Mason, Mike said today that he felt like you guys did improve. Did you feel like you made at least somewhat of a step forward from week 1 to week 2?
Yeah, for sure. I think run game wise, we were a little more efficient in the run game. Still not where we want to be, but it was better than the week before. I think our pass pro was well against schematically a good defense. So obviously, I think for us it was better, but still a lot to improve on.
Do good offenses have to have an identity, and what would you say this offense's identity is right now?
Yeah, I think we do have to have identity, and I think that's part of our issue right now. Is I don't know what our identity is exactly right now, and we need to find it as a group, whatever that is. I think it's huge for us to try to find that identity, and we got to make it that, right? We got to find their identity. It's not on the coach, it's not anyone else. It's on us, and having that fight as a group to establish an identity.
Trubisky mentioned yesterday to us that some guys in the huddle were, hey, throw me the ball, let's do this, let's do that. He's trying to tamp that down. Was that at all an issue? Or?
We're all competitors in here, right? Everyone wants the ball, everyone wants to score a touchdown. So it's always like that across the in this game. And in competitive moments, it's always going to be like that. And you got to like that from the guys. Guys want the ball, guys want to make plays, and that's what the playmaker is there for.
Mason, it's not like high school, nobody talks in the huddle with the quarterback.
No. I mean, yeah, everyone's talking, but when Mitch is talking, it's quiet in there, right? He's got command of the huddle.
Mason, to the question about identity, what kind of offense can you be? What do you think your identity can be on offense?
Well, I mean, whatever we make it is, we got to establish a run first of all, and whatever a run game wise schematically is going to be, we have to establish it and get Najee some yards and just be efficient. Those will help with time of possession and those long possessions and help our defense. If we get back and go 3 and out and run the ball once, throw it twice, we're not eating up any clock. We're not giving our defense any sort of break. So we'll find it. We will. Again, there's a little bit of patience, but still a sense of urgency to find it.
Fans are going to do what fans do, and there was the chant for Kenny in the game, but how much does this offense still believe in Mitch and what he can do and bring to this?
I don't think there's not any doubt in Mitch. We know the kind of player Mitch is. Mitch is a winner. He's won in this league. He's won for this offense already. There's no doubt in Mitch. The fans are going to cheer all they want, and it is what it is. They're going to do what they're going to do, but everyone in this locker room, everyone in this organization believes in Mitch.
I think you said earlier you thought the pass pro was a little bit better this week. Kind got to be really good against Garrett and those guys coming up on Thursday. Just talk about what you're facing in that defensive front.
Yeah. Week in and week out in this league, every team's got these pass rushers now, so we're gonna have to have a solid plan to protect and minimize those guys as much as possible. But it's a similar challenge as any week. They have Matthew Judon, who's a really good pass rusher in this league, and those challenges are reoccurring every week in this league. So having a good plan for those guys and how to minimize those guys, and running the football too, and being efficient on first and second down, so we're not in third and long and those guys aren't teeing off on us.
What's it like for you guys going on the road, playing a divisional opponent, primetime Thursday night football?
It's great. I mean, that's one of the best parts of this game is playing a game like this, right? Divisional game on the road at night. It's cool. It's a fun part of this league to go in there and to get a win in that environment. Winning on the road in this league is hard, but winning on the road in prime time, it's a special thing. So to go in there and get a win will be huge for us, and sets us up for a good long weekend and come back at it.
Mason, I'm sure you were told about how the Pittsburgh fans are and how crazy they are. Were you aware that it would be this crazy 2 weeks in that the sky is falling, or did that even take you by surprise?
No, it didn't really take me by surprise. It seems like there's a lot of fans in this league that can overreact sometimes, but that's just part of it, right? There's a lot of overreaction and maybe sometimes underreaction. But the fans are what the fans are, right? They're passionate just like we are, and they want it to be better. We want it to be better too, and it's our job to fix it.
You don't have any message of relax like Aaron Rodgers?
No. Hey, like I said, the fans are gonna be the fans. I appreciate that they're passionate, and I appreciate that they want us to be good. But they need to know that we want to be good too. We're doing everything we can to be successful. So it's our job to fix it, and our job to be better.
Mason, as far as the run blocking goes, Najee obviously missed a lot of time. Are you guys still sort of developing chemistry and learning kind of his tendencies, maybe his patience behind the line of scrimmage right now?
Yeah, for sure. I think I don't think it has to do with him missing time or anything. I just think it's just I don't think we've really established what kind of identity and schematically we're going to be running the ball, and we're trying to find what works best for our group of fun and what works best for him. And we're just waiting to see and trying to find that connection and see what combination of those work.
So do you think you guys have to hone in on something you guys do well, and do you think there's been too much game plan for the Bengals, game plan now, and you guys are doing a little bit too much of everything instead of honing in on one thing that might work for you guys?
I'm not sure. I think at the end of the day, Canada's going to call the plays and we got to block it, right? So it's just, it is what it is, right? Schematically, we just, I don't think there's one thing we do really good or really bad. I just think we got to find something that works for everybody, and it's going to be our go-to when it's third and short, or when it's a 4-minute situation. We have to run the ball. We're going to have to find that thing that we can be successful in all the time.
Anything else?
Thank you. Appreciate it.